What's going on YouTube? It's your boy BARBER Blends back again with another video. In this video I'm doing a high ball taper with a comb-over. So the first thing I'm going to do is saturate the hair, and I'm going to section out the longs from the little hair. And right here I'm just getting that part as straight and nice as possible. So now I'm putting on my duck clips, and the duck clips are just to really secure the hair so I won't accidentally cut it, or it won't fall back over. So since this is a taper, I'm messing my base with a 1A detachable guard, and a 1A detachable guard is basically like the one plastic guard, but detachable guards cut a lot cleaner, a lot more efficient, a lot smoother. So like I said, the 1A detachable is equivalent to the one plastic guard. So after setting my first guy line, I'm grabbing my 1.5 plastic guard now, and I'm setting my second guy line right above that. Now I have my one wall plastic guard, and I'm just fading out the first guy line. So right now I have the one plastic guard open. Now I have it halfway. And I think about right now I'm gonna close it. There you go, close it. I'm gonna open it just a tad, and I'm getting all the little details, getting it as smooth as possible. So now what I'm doing is clip over comb. So I use the Wall Magic cordless because it's a lot easier without a cord. Wireless, very, very easier to use. And I'm using a Johnny B flat top comb. You can use any flat top comb you want, or any any clipper you want, but I prefer wireless because it's a lot easier to maneuver. And the Johnny B flat top comb, because it's really smooth and lightweight. And now, so the clip over comb does the general shape of the hair, but I go back with a 2 plastic to really get the darkness and the little details in the hair. And now I'm coming back down with the 1.5 again. And like I said, that guy line that we see right there is the 1.5 closed. So with the 1.5 we have it open, and we're gonna close it, and we're gonna really fade and get that fade really nice. There it is, closed, and I'm flicking out, just touching up all the little details, all the little dark spots, getting it all nice and clean. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my first 0 guy line for the high taper. So what I'm following the top of his arc, right in the corner, all the way down to his ear, and I'm sending it in with the clipper closed. And now I'm coming underneath that with my trimmer, and I'm really going to clean up everything underneath it, but I'm going to stay right below the line. I'm not going to the line, I'm right below that line. And now I'm going to bolt it out. So this is the wall shaver, and once again, I'm not going to the line, I'm right underneath it. Because if you go to the line, it's going to make more work for you to fade out that line. So stay underneath it so you get the nice transition. So right here what I'm doing, I'm going down with the grain. And with the grain, it basically softens up and really gets a nice fade from the 0 to the trimmer line. And I'm going back with the trimmer, and I'm just really detailing, getting every little hair. And once again, I can't stress enough, keep it below the first guy line. So now I have my clipper in the open position, and I'm setting a guy line right above it. And to get the first guy line that we set in with the clipper closed, we gotta get in between. So from the open to the close, I'm going halfway, and I'm attacking at that bottom line. Opening it up just to reassure where I'm gonna stop. And now I close it, but I open it up just a tad, just a little bit. And those are typically the 3 positions I use when I'm fading from skin to the half. So it's all the way open, halfway, and then close, and open it just a little bit. And then I repeat those until I get the smoothest possible blend I can get. So now what I'm grabbing is the 1, and I'm opening it up, the 1.5. And here I'm just basically cross-checking, because we did already blend most of this with the 1.5 to clip over comb. But since we are doing the taper on more towards on the sideburn area, you gotta cross-check it, go over it. So I'm going with the 1.5 to see if there's any hair that needs to be cut that I missed. And now I'm closing it to the 1. and I'm repeating the same process. And now I'm using the half guard, and the half guard is to really get the details. So I kind of zoomed in, but there's a slight line, well, not more of a line, it's more like a shadow, just inconsistency. So I want to have to really get that blend smooth as possible, and to make it look like the transition, to make it look as smooth as possible. So here I am, I have it open, then I had it halfway, and same thing. I close it, open up just a little bit, and I get the details. And now I'm coming back with the 1.5 plastic wall guard, and I'm attacking more the top left portion of his head. So right there, it's kind of still dark and a little heavy, so I'm going back with my clip over comb just to soften it up. And now I'm gonna clean up around the ear, the arc. So for when it comes more for the line work, and for the neck area, I have two types of trimmer. So this is my soft trimmer. So the soft trimmer is not as gapped, and the blades aren't as tightly gapped as my other trimmer. So this is softer for around the ears, because the ear is very sensitive, and if you snag a little skin right there, those things bleed forever. So now these are my sharper trimmers, and this is to make the line as straight and crispy as possible. And really focus on this line, because for tapers, that line really pops. That's what really stands out besides the actual taper, the blend itself. And I'm coming back with my 1/8 detachable, because I felt like it was a little dark and heavier on that corner. And now I'm using my thinning shears. So like I said, the clip over comb already got the general shape of it, but this is getting the shadows, the dark spots, where it's not so much about the shape now, it's about the density of hair. And thinning shears cut only 30% of the hair, so it's able to really get that nice transition. And for this part, I'm using a 1.5 open, and I'm going down with the grain, and this is for the lineup. So for his lineup specifically, he doesn't like the full lineup across, so we're just going to line up just the corner, and that's why I'm bringing it down. And I'm coming back and just touching up what I can with the 1.5. So now what I'm doing, I'm going to spray some hairspray right where I'm going to line it up. And this is to really secure the hair, because sometimes when you don't put the hairspray on and you line it up just like that with the hair natural, it does tend to sometimes fly away, if that makes sense, with the clipper vibration. So with the hairspray, it really lays it down, so you get a nice crispy lineup. And I'm coming in, like I said, just in the corner. When doing the lineup, as you see, I kind of put my hand on the forehead just so the client doesn't tend to scrunch their forehead up, because then it throws off the lineup. So just tell them to close their eyes or relax when you're doing the lineup. And now I'm coming back with the razor, and I'm just really just getting all the hair, and the razor really pops out the lineup. So make sure you come up with it to the line, and it really pops it out. So now what I'm doing, I'm repeating the same steps from fading up the 1, and I'm just fast forwarding it, and I won't talk as much. So like I said, it's the same steps from the 1A, 1.5, clip over comb, same old. So I'm gonna stop talking, let you guys look and see how I do it. So now I'm going to slow it down for the back portion of the taper. And for the back portion, it's a little trickier. So unlike the sides, it's very tight work, but for the back, I recommend stretching it out as far as possible, because the back portion does tend to look a lot darker without, exaggerated like steps stretching it out, from the 0 to the half. But I'm just walking through the same exact steps that we did on the side. We had the lever closed, so set our first guy line. We cleaned it underneath with the trimmer. And now we're hitting it with the shaver. Now, with the clipper all the way open, and we're setting our second guy line right above the lever close. And now I have my clipper right in halfway. Like I said, I typically have same 3 steps: all the way open, halfway, close, and open it just a little bit. Those are the 3 steps. But for the back, since I said I got to stretch it out more, I am trying to go in between each one. So I'm doing halfway, then I'm opening it up just a bit, just to get every little detail. But it's just lever play, and just work with what you got to do, because like I said, every skin is different. Because sometimes with the back of the neck, there are dips, there are dark spots, so sometimes you gotta attack it with a different measurement with the lever. Then open, halfway, close, but just in between, and just keep attacking, detailing. So there I have it closed, and then I'm back open. I'm halfway. Now I'm closed again. Now open it just a little bit. So just just a little lever playing. And here I'm just cross-checking with the one plastic guard. And now I moved over to the half guard, and I have the lever all the way open, and I'm fading out the line that we created with the half. Now I have it halfway, and like I said, I have it. My 3 steps when I'm fading is all the way open, halfway, close, and open it just open it up just a tad bit, which I did right there. And just go in and out between the steps, just to make it, as smooth as possible. Right here, I'm just freehanding with my shears to get all the little flyaway or all the little hairs that stick out that I possibly could have missed. And for here, so my client doesn't want any length off the top, but we're just gonna clean up around the corner where the hair does comb over, so it's not as thick and not as like a line. So I'm softening up the corners by trimming it with my shears. Now I'm gonna style with Vivatone Clay pomade. We're gonna apply it on this hair, just rub it in, just get it everywhere. Don't worry about styling yet. This is just making sure the pomade is thoroughly through the hair, and now we're gonna blow dry it. After we blow dry it, I'm gonna come back with just a regular comb, and I'm just gonna style it, put it together, make everything nice and neat. And now I'm gonna be applying hairspray just to hold everything together. And I do spray a little bit of hairspray on my hand, and I do just go over the hair, get all the little flyaways that stick out, just to get a nice little finishing touch. This is a finished product, and I hope you guys did enjoy it. I hope you guys did learn something. If you have any questions or anything you want to tell me, drop it in the comment section down below. I do read them. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and give this video a big thumbs up. I'll greatly appreciate it. This is your boy Basara Blends signing out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.